Most founders think that getting their story straight is about sounding better in conversations, but it's much bigger than that. When your story is clear, you don't just change what you say, you change actually how you lead, how your team moves, how your customer can find you, and how growth actually feels. And that is what this video is all about. And here's what I want you to understand. Your story, it isn't just a marketing tool. It's actually a leadership tool. When your story is clear, your team knows what they're building towards. Decisions, stop coming to you time and time again for your approval, and your customer feels that reason why you exist before you've even explained it. And here's what I've seen happen with many founders getting it right. That to-do list changes shape, not because they're working harder, thank goodness, but because they suddenly know what belongs where and what doesn't. Conversations change, not because they become more practiced, but because the story they're telling is coming back from what is truly right. It's about the founder leading with a clear purpose and a clear place. It doesn't just change what you say, it changes how everything moves. I want to share something with you honestly. When I look at my own story, when I was building Specsavers and now here with Wyseminds, it's not a one-time event. I come back to it time and time again. As the business grows or grew with Specsavers, that clarity can fade. And I come back to it regularly because growth changes and the story needs to grow with it. And here's something I keep coming back to myself. Clarity isn't something you build once and keep forever. It's something you return to time and time again. And the value elevator pitch you built this month isn't just finished. It's a living thing. Read it back every time something feels tangled or faded for you. Adjust as that business moves into a new phase. Share it. Share it with your team, with your customers, and the people who need to understand what you're building. Because when it's clear to you, it becomes clear to everybody else around you. Now the question is, how does your story power your business? How does it connect to your team, your customer, and your ways of working? How do you use it as an operating system, not just as the elevator pitch at an event? Next, we're going to look at something called the Powerball. 4 drivers that every growing business needs aligned: purpose, team, customer, and your ways of working. When your story connects to all these 4, growth doesn't just feel lighter, it creates lift. The business starts to carry on its own momentum instead of the founder carrying everything. And the story you've built, it's exactly the foundation it needs. If something shifted for you in these videos, and maybe something has clicked, if your story you built feels more true than anything you've said about your business before, I want you to know there's a place to go even deeper. And that's the free 8-day experience where it takes everything that we've touched on this month and builds it into something complete. Your definition of growth, your vision of change, and now your value elevator pitch, tested and refined. And you'll see exactly how your story connects to the 4 key drivers I mentioned before in the Powerball. It's not the end of something, it's the beginning of something much bigger. And I hope you'll be a part of it. And if you want to find out more, the link is below. And hopefully I will see you on your journey.